Hey guys, Master Piercy here. I just wanted to talk to you about an experience that I had this weekend. I kind of had like a bit of a mental moment on Saturday, and I was just like, that's it. I'm out. See ya. And I just turned my phone completely off. And it's interesting because it's on all the time, even at night, even when you're not using it. And I gotta say, I turned it back on to text everyone that I was texting throughout the week and, talking to and say, hey, listen, my phone's off. I'll talk to you guys on Monday. Sorry. So, and then I turned it off and I resolved to keep it off for the rest of the weekend. I got to tell you, my weekend went really, really long. It was almost like time travel. It was almost like there was a moment where everything just kind of slowed right down. It was like it was twice as long as a normal weekend. So if you ever find yourself not having enough time, just turn your phone off. You'd be amazed how long 6 hours is with your phone off. I watched some videos and I watched some shows. I played some video games. I did some chores. I did a little bit of training, and I still had spare time to do kind of stuff in between. And it's amazing when you don't have a device in your head going beep, 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 check me, do this, do that. Oh, somebody texted you. How slow a weekend goes. So if you ever need a little bit more time, turn your phone off. Tell your friends, family, whatever. Even at the end of the day, at the end of the workday, just turn your phone off. I would recommend as a challenge and as something for your mental health, turn it off for an entire weekend. You will clear your mind and you'll be a lot saner and safer for it. So, I used to have one of the master teachers who taught me. I remember one time, this was before cell phones were really popular, but a cell phone was ringing in someone's bag. We were having a conversation. Cell phone was ringing in someone's bag just as they were leaving. And he goes, "Argh!" And then he goes, it's an electronic leash. And I don't know who he was talking to, if he was talking to the guy or talking to me or talking to himself, but it was pretty interesting, and how now we've all willingly attached the collar and the leash, and it's like, yeah, let's follow along our phones, and it's because it's so entertaining. But that kind of constant 24-hour entertainment. What happens when you're having fun, right? What do they say? Time flies. Do you really want your weekends to fly by? So what I'm thinking I should do, or we should all do, is turn our phones on during the week so that the work week flies by, and then turn it off on the weekends so that the weekends go by nice and slow. And when I say slow, I mean it felt like a 4-day weekend, even though I turned it off midday Saturday. In the late afternoon, or mid-afternoon on Saturday, I turned off my phone and then kept it off for 36 hours or something. And I got to tell you, it was so slow. It felt like 3 days had gone by. So if you ever need a little bit more time, turn off your phone. Tell your family, where they can reach you or what to do. But just turn your phone off, and it's like time travel. It's like having extra moments. I don't think this would have worked in 1995 because we were all used to it. But not here in 2020, it's like turning your phone off is like a magical way to get more time in your life. And the longer you keep it off, the better. You don't realize how often, and I realized this during the weekend, is how often you reach for Instagram or YouTube or whatever, just to hear something you've maybe heard 1,000 times, or see a joke you've seen 1,000 times, or see a visual that you've seen 1,000 times. What you kind of realize when the phone's off is that your brain can actually remember all that. You're just being lazy when you're retreating back to Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, whatever. And it's not healthy. So take some time off. I think cell phones are good. I'm not saying you have to get rid of it. But remember, it has an off switch. It can be turned off. Tell your family, tell your friends, hey, I'm taking the weekend off. Have a great weekend. I'll see you on Monday. If there's an emergency, call the house. Give them your house number, whatever. They should know it. They should know your house number. But, yeah, I would highly recommend taking a full weekend actually off. No contacts from work. And you know what? I just showed up. It's Monday, if you can't tell. And yeah, I had some emails from work and stuff like that. Took care of it all inside of 15 minutes. Whereas before, because that would take over 6 hours to respond to and blah, 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 you'd wait for the response. You're on standby the whole weekend. I just spent my weekend off standby. I got lots of stuff done. I did chores. I played video games. I did some training, not very much, but I did. I actually enjoyed myself, and I had a lot of time. So, something for you to consider. If you're ever getting too stressed out, click that off button on your phone and leave it off for at least 6 hours. Maybe a whole day, maybe a whole weekend, but something to think about. Thanks a lot, and I hope you guys have a great day. And turn your phone off.